Hello! During our previous episodes, we spoke about productivity, personal productivity, and collaboration, inner loop collaboration and outer loop collaboration. Today, we're going beyond the boundary of your organization. We see more and more companies looking at ways to be closer to their customers without the actual physical interaction. Microsoft Teams allows you to do just that. We have examples in the healthcare industry where we have virtual consults, banking with video banking, and insurance companies selling and offering their services through virtual meetings. Today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to set up a system that will allow customers to book time with your staff. We'll dive right in by looking at the user experience first. The channel of entry for your customer may be your website, a Facebook page, or a chatbot that will redirect them to a calendar like the one in my example. Contoso Virtual Banking is offering 4 services. The customer just goes, selects the service, the date and the time at which he or she wants to talk to one of our specialists, and optionally will actually select from this drop-down menu who they want to talk with. Once this is done, they fill in some details that we as an organization determine, and they press book. Based on the options that we set in the admin center, they will receive an email confirmation together with a Teams meeting invite. At the specified time and date, they can connect to the staff member and have the meeting that they want. How does the admin interface look like? If we open it up, on the left side of the screen we can see some menu items. The calendar allows administrators to book time for their staff or for themselves. They can see when someone in their team is booked in order for them to be able to make new appointments. The bookings page section allows you to personalize, to customize your calendar, the calendar that I've shown earlier. You can set the color, you can set the logo, the time zone, and also you can decide if you want to make the calendar available for external customers or only for internal employees by ticking the box require a Microsoft 365 or Office 365 account from my organization to book. There are different other options that you can set here. Disabling direct search engine indexing, being able to set some text for data usage consent, scheduling policies, notifications, and staff availability. The customer section is a repository for the contacts of your customers that booked time with a member of your staff. I have only one right now in my list because this is only a test environment. The staff section allows you to specify which employees are allowed to have customer meetings within this calendar. For instance, let's say we're a bank agency and we have 20 employees in that agency. Maybe only 5 of them have customer-facing roles and are allowed to offer services via virtual banking to their customers. We define them here by pressing the Add Staff button. We fill in their information, like initials, name, email address, phone number, and the time at which they're available. We press Save, and that's that. Note that there are 3 roles that you can assign to your staff. The administrator has permissions over all the menus that I've shown you. The viewer can view the calendar that I've shown earlier, and the guest will only receive the email confirmation and the meeting invite for offering a service if that's the case. Mind you that you can have external people from outside your company offering your services. Services, here is where we define the services that we want to offer to our customers. In my example earlier, I showed you that Contoso Virtual Banking was offering 4 services. To add a service, you press the Add a Service button. You fill in the service name, you give it a description, you set the location, you choose if you want to have it as an online meeting or not. This toggle will enable a Teams meeting to be enabled if it's set to on. You can set buffer time before and after the meeting. You can allow customers or disallow customers to manage their own booking. You can set a price for the service, have internal notes, and if you remember from the customer experience earlier, you can set the fields for the service right here. I may want the customer email address, I may want their phone number, but I don't really need their customer address. I just click here, And there we go. We deselected this field from being displayed. We can define custom fields by pressing add a question, select if it's either a text question or a drop-down. Once I select this, I can fill in the question. You then add the staff members that will offer this service, you save it, and it will be available to select in the calendar. The business information section allows you to put in general information about your business, like business name, address, phone number, email address, website URL, and so on and so forth. You can also set the business hours at which you will be offering the service. Once you filled in the details, you press save, and that's it. As you've seen, it's taken us a few minutes and a couple of clicks to set up video banking for Contoso. What are the scenarios you are going to use it in? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned for new episodes.